Good evening and welcome to another night of Monroe Central Seminole football. This is Dale Eddy along with Ando. Andy, good to have you.
Thanks, Dale.
Another nice ceremony before the game beginning. Kind of a touching ceremony. Tonight, the Noles are going to be taking on the Fort Frye Cadets. Kind of a uncharacteristic Fort Frye team, not the outright powerhouse that we're used to, although I remember last year all too well being down at Fort Frye and being relatively handled, and they have a lot of the same players back, so, I don't think we can take this too lackadaisical.
Right, they opened up with a tough schedule. They are 1-3 at this point in the season. One of the teams that beat them is 4-0 right now. Another team that beat them is 3-1 right now. So that 1-3 record's a bit deceiving to this point, and I'm sure Coach Klaus has got the boys ready to play tonight, and he expects a tight, hard-hitting ball game. That's the way he approaches every ball game. So we got to come out from the get-go and get things going here tonight.
Well, it's a nice evening for football. It's nice and cool. We had a few raindrops, but it doesn't seem like we're going to have any problem with that, hopefully.
Right, and tonight is our homecoming, so that gives the extra incentive to win, and especially nice for the Queen candidates if the rain does hold off.
Well, we'll get everything adjusted. We had a lot of crowd noises there. I'll get this right by the time I get 65 or so, next year.
Kicking off for the Cadets is big number 66, Patrick Adams. He's a 240-pound senior. Back deep for the Seminoles is Josh Ishii, Aaron Cease, and number 46,
Christopher Wilson. We're still waiting for the Fort Frye band to get all the material off here. It's with the homecoming, we had the Fort Frye band performing pregame. And it was very nice. They did the raising of the flag. Quite a trailer load of stuff there.
Kicking off for the Cadets, number 66, Patrick Adams, Josh Ishii, Christopher Wilson, and Aaron Cease deep for the Seminoles.
We talked all year, Dale, about our exciting kick return. Just right here would be a good time to break one for a big game here.
Coming to the man that might do it, Christopher Wilson. He's got a lane. Quickly collapsed at about the 36-yard line.
Excellent starting field position for the Noles. Anytime you can start up around your 35-yard line, that's a good job by the special teams. Fort Frye's defense has given up an average of about 240 yards per game on the ground, so I look for the Noles to go to the ground early and often to establish the run game.
Starting out with Joris in the shotgun. Looking to pass long. Dave Gordon, 84, just got a hand in front. Matt Evans looked like that was a good pass, but Evans stands at 5'9". He looks much taller.
Looked like Gabe had a couple steps on him, but had to stop there and wait for the ball for just a second, and the Cadet defender was able to catch up and knock the ball away.
Side will come up now with second down, 10. Again from the shotgun, Gabe Gordon in the backfield, and a handoff. Got some room, breaks it back, got 40-yard line. Cut from behind, nice play.
Coach Acosta spread the cadet defense out and then was able to slip Gabe Gordon up the middle on sort of a fullback draw play for a big gainer, and you got to like the way Gordon runs the ball. Those long legs, those long strides, and powerful running.
Yeah, he's a tough hitter. He's not afraid of the contact, but yet he gets into the open field and he does have some speed. Man in motion, we got movement. Sort this one out.
Number 70 there for the Cadets, a little anxious on the play and definitely way into the neutral zone. That'll be a free 5 yards for the Seminoles.
Encroachment against the Cadets.
Chris Yoho checking into the ball game.
Loose ball to the 37-yard line. First down and 5 Seminoles.
There's our king for the year, Dale. Aaron Brown was selected our king candidate last night. I mean Eric Brown. I'm sorry. Sorry, Eric.
In motion, Yoho. Quick handoff. Not too much there. A couple possibly.
Over the years, Fort Frye's defense has lined 8-9 guys on line of scrimmage, and there was an attacking type defense, and they always thought that, well, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to, be able to run against an 8-man front. So early it looked like Coach Acosta was going to try to spread them out, but right now it looks like they got 7 guys on the line of scrimmage.
Got wideouts to both sides, Ishii and Yoho in motion. Little confusion there. I think we're going to step this off against the nose.
Tyler Shoemaker and I believe one of the Miller boys a little confused there. That'll back us up 5 yards. Bring up second 9.
Bring up second down and 9. Ball just outside the Cadet 40-yard line.
Slot eye to this side. Joris back. Got a man open. Ishii with some running room. He's down to the 25-yard line.
Number 11, Josh Ishii.
And that's a first down.
Josh Ishii, wide left, run down the field about 10 yards, turned around. Joris was there with a nice ball, and we found out early, but once Ishii gets the ball, he's definitely an exciting runner.
Yes, he is.
Ball spotted at the Cadet 25-yard line.
Ishii, 5'7", 145 pounds. Not a very big kid. Yes, lots of years to watch him. He's lined up to this side again. Handoff goes to Wilson up the middle, off the right side, possibly 3, maybe 4 yards.
Chris Wilson, the ball carrier. Croft on the stop for the Cadets. Pick up a 3 on the play. Second down, 7.
Second down and 7, Lance says. Pick up a 3. Second and 7. Looking to pass. Ishii across the middle. Oh! It looks so good.
From this angle, it looked like it was a perfect pass. I'm not sure it had to be with a Cadet defender got her hand in there, but nice execution on the play. Just Fort Frye made a nice play there in the end to knock it down.
Third and 7. Kenny Robinson checking in. Kenny, 6'4", 175 pound, a sophomore. He and Ishii wide out. Well, we have 4 quads to the right. Timeout, I believe.
Timeout, Monroe Central.
Not wanting this to slip out of their hands.
Use your game ball tickets down.
9-11 here, Andy. We got third and 7.
Special thanks from the Monroe Central.
Always a big night when Fort Frye comes to town. You know, there's been some amazing good ball games between these two teams. I remember over the years. Seems like Fort Frye is one of those teams that just kind of hangs around and plays really tough defense. And they have some tough kids down there.
Oh, yeah, over the years, excellent athletes. You definitely know you're in for a hard-hitting ball game. And like you said, over the years, they've brought some good teams up here against our good teams, and right down to the end, they've given us a battle.
This ball's laying on about the 22-yard line, and it's a big third down play here.
I know Coach would like to get this here on third down, but
yeah, not force a fourth down there. You know, I mean, you're in fourth down territory, but you'd like to get it right here. At least pick up half the distance, if not more.
All right, looks like they come back.
Now they're going to have wideouts. 3 to one side. They have Ishii alone on this side. Handoff goes to Gabe Gordon, and he's got good yardage. It's going to be close to that first down marker.
I was just going to say there, Dale, whenever you spread a team out like that and you got the fullback left in the backfield, sometimes it's usually a key that they will try to slip something up the middle on you.
To the 15-yard line.
And they did get the first down.
Yes. Ball right on the 15-yard line. 8:50 remaining in this first quarter of play.
We'll call a quick toss left here, Dale. We'll see what happens. Nope.
First man through. Oh, gee. Look at that.
I like that play better than quick toss left.
I'm still under the pile in the middle. I had no idea.
Excellent ball fake by George. That's our belly 6 play. They faked it to the fullback up the 2 hole and then give the ball to Wilson to the 6 hole. And like Dale said, we was all caught up in the middle there.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Josh Ishii to hold, number 7, Michael Joris on.
Very nice play, 6-0, and here we have Michael going to attempt the point after. Kicks up, and it's good. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's over. I think. Yeah, we were just discussing here whether he missed any. He had, what, 5 the first night?
Right, he's 5 for 5 the first night he kicked.
I believe last week maybe he was wide on 1, but he's done a nice job since he's come in and filled that position.
Right.
And that point after is a big deal.
Oh, yeah. You look over the scores there on the sports clips, and Shenandoah comes to mind last week where they missed an extra point there in the third quarter and they get beat 7-6, and over the years, our extra points come back to haunt us, so it's definitely important to convert. And I've said a number of times this year about how important special teams are in football, and I'll keep saying it all year long.
T.J. Stevens getting ready to boot this away, give Fort Frye their first opportunity. You're young. Can you see the numbers back there? 50. Well, Brooker and I heard Lance say it, but
number 15, Brooker. That Brooker name's been down at Fort Frye for a long time.
That's his name. Short kick. Pushed it here out of bounds.
I'm not sure, Dale. Sometimes when you got an excellent return man, you try to kick away from him, but I'm sure that wasn't the case there.
I'm not sure.
Cadets will take over first and 10.
35-yard line. They'll take this over. So they have good field position.
Cadets will take over first and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Expect a lot of misdirection plays out of Fort Frye. That's something they like to use to try to confuse the opponent's defense. A lot of counter action in the backfield. A little bit unbalanced line at times. So the linebackers really got to stay at home tonight.
Matt Barton, the quarterback. Misdirection first thing. Almost had him in the backfield. And I believe no gain.
Tactical to play by Nate Shelber and Aaron Cease.
Possibly a yard.
Pick up to the yard on the play.
We talked about a little misdirection, and right there you see it early, a little bit of end around type reverse deal there in the backfield, and good job by the defense there, staying home, making a play.
Coming to this side, they've got a blocker out front, cuts it back. Brown and Wilson, I believe, along with Seifert.
Josh Meek, quarterback fake up the middle, and nobody was outside, led by Convoy, white shirts, was able to come around in for about a 12-yard gain before he really got hit. So this defensive end down here has got to step up there along with the linebackers. Stay home.
First man through. Pickup of 2. Witten the ball carrier. Wilson and Seifert on the stop. Bring up a second down.
Gain of 2 on the play brings up second down and 8.
To this side, Meek. Cease catches him from behind. Number 21, Josh Meek.
Tackled by number 51, TJ Stevens.
TJ Stevens hustled out around. He was really in a chase mode there, something you really don't like to see. You like to see the lineman pursue down the field, but he did bring the man down, but, after a 5-yard gain, brings up a relatively short 3rd and 4.
Lot to the left. 20 again. Reeder. It's to be close. Looks like it might be just short. So we're going to take time here for the measurement.
I noticed there, Dale, that before Frye didn't fool around. They come up right to the line of scrimmage, got that play off, and Monroe Central's got to be ready.
We'll take a look at this one, but I would be surprised if they've got it here.
The referee's right in our way there.
Yeah, I can't. We're short. Length of the football, anyway. Those good young eyes of mine.
Well, sometimes the lines are crooked and it's hard to get a good read from up here, but Fort Frye looks like they will be going for it, but let's watch for a long, hard count to try to draw us off sides. Sometimes that's something they may try.
Lining up nose to nose here. Coming to this side.
Ain't nobody there.
They've got a big line, big opening. 21, Josh Meek.
21, Josh Meek, the ball carrier for the Cadets, brought down by Josh Ishii.
Ishii on a saving tackle. That was way too much room off the right.
Meek's very impressive early, going to his right, picking up chunks of yardage. Sometimes that happens on short yardage. Everybody's on a line of scrimmage, and once he breaks that initial plane, he's off for big yardage. So
we've got a stoppage here with Wilson looking possibly lost some equipment or something. Now we're down at the 15-yard line. Hand off to the left. Lots of room again off the left side.
Look like big Stephen Reeder, 6 foot, 185 pounds there.
Pick up a 4 on the play.
Look like they moved our defensive line about 4 yards down the field.
Sam Miller on the stop for the Seminoles.
So
Second down and 6.
they definitely came to play football tonight.
Yard line.
Big defensive stance here early. Barton, the quarterback, barking it out. Coming to this side. In the backfield. Pop, but Stevens had him. But I believe he'll get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at this roster, Dale, they got good size up front. They got 240-pounder, 255, 240, 275, along with some 200-pounders. So some good size up front for the Cadets. So hopefully the Noles use will use their speed on defense.
We got 3rd and 7, 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Barton will take this snap. Looking for the first pass, and he's in big trouble, and he's down. Fumble. No sense of the ball. You called that one. I didn't even see the ball there. Great job. Aaron Cease on the hit. I believe it was Aaron on the hit. And
Aaron Cease not only contained the quarterback, did his job, sacked the quarterback, stripped him, and recovered the ball all at the same time. Amazing play by Aaron Cease, their senior.
Quite an exciting ball player. So we dodge a bullet there, 4 minutes and 27 seconds, so we're going to get this ball on the 18-yard line. In motion, Brown, flag it.
Mr. Wilson on the carry. There's a flag on the field. Illegal motion to call against the Seminoles.
I believe we had 2 men moving at the same time, Dale, or
could have been. Wasn't a good situation, so we're going to have step this off, and we're going to be in a hole.
The legal shift against the Seminoles is declined. 2nd down.
2nd down. No, going to decline it.
10 from their own 17.
2nd down and 10 from the 17. 4 minutes, 20 seconds.
very surprising they declined the penalty there, Dale.
Yes.
Anytime you can back the other team up 5 yards, especially deep in their own territory, you want to do that. But
Joris under center. Wide outs to both sides. Looking. He's got Ishii. Oh! Lots of yelling from this side. Number 15, Josh Brooker on the defense. The fans on this side and the sideline saying they're wanting some interference. No call.
I believe if George would have threw the ball more to the sidelines, that Ishii could have ran underneath of it, but
had to go back through the man to get to the ball.
It's easy to say from up here, but
it's real easy to us. 3rd and 10. Oh. Good yardage out of nothing. Looked like he was stopped in the backfield, and he's going to pick up 5. Anyway, but it's going to bring up 4th down, and that's the biggest number on the board. So that's going to bring Gabe Gordon in.
Looks like Frye made the right decision there by declining the penalty and giving the Seminoles one last play, and brings up punt formation for the Seminoles. Back deep is number 21, Meek.
Oh, bobble. Gabe in big trouble. And we got flags. Flags.
Gordon's pass intended for Aaron Brown is incomplete, sir.
Obviously, when Gordon threw the ball, we had a number of linemen downfield there. The coaches up here for Fort Frye were yelling, and they were a second late, but the officials did see the call. But you gotta think Gordon probably at least was thinking about trying to make something happen.
Make some play.
But I didn't see it, Dale. I looked downfield to see the return man. Was it a bad snap or?
It bounced.
Too many times we forget to give the snapper credit when he gets a good snap.
When he does a good, exactly.
Which is every time except for this one, I guess, because
quick handoff up the middle. Witten a couple yards. Scott Witten, number 46. He's a junior, 5'11", 175. 2nd down and 8. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this first quarter. It's going quickly. So we're kind of back in the same position we were here before the fumble, with our backs against the wall. Big defensive stance. Barton has the team ready. Hand off again to Witten. shot. Whitten off the right side. A couple more.
Shelby and Tyler Shoemaker on the stall of the Seminoles.
Yeah, nothing fancy here by the cadets. They got a big line. They got tight splits. They try to go power football, and
about time you get used to that, they do misdirection and
right. That's right.
Third down 4 from the
leave you with your pants down.
That's right. Well, you see how these tight splits gets everybody bunched in the middle of the field. And, you know, then if something goes wide, they need one block to spring them.
Coming this side, Meek. He's going to be stopped after a couple yards.
Christopher Wilson on the stall for the Seminoles.
Seifert broke through the line. Looked like he was going to be able to trip up the ball carrier, but still able to hold him to a fourth down. About a yard and a half.
4th down and 2.
I wouldn't expect anything fancy here. I just look for this regular power football. Maybe especially key on Meek.
Yeah, Meek and Whitten in the backfield along with Reeder, number 20. There it is, straight up the middle.
With the ball carrier.
And that second push, I believe, is going to put him over.
Play first down, Cadets.
Fort Frye, not a very big crowd over there tonight, but
looks like the ball is laying right on the 11-yard line. So they could conceivably get a first down without scoring. 1 minute and, well, just over 1 minute. Number 20, Reeder.
Steve Reeder, the ball carrier.
Pretty good hole on the left side.
oh yeah, definitely from up here, a little counter action there, and when we come back this way, a big hole for a big 5-yard gain.
Monroe Central wants a timeout here, Andy. You know, you only got 41 seconds, but you sure don't want to go down. A touchdown here at the end of the quarter. You know, we dodged a bullet by the fumble. Cease had a nice hit and picked up the ball, but then we couldn't develop anything. And you can't say that penalties don't hurt you.
Oh, that's right. You got to think Fort Frye's kind of kicking herself after having success running the ball early. They went to one pass play there and ended up a fumble on it. So it looks like on this drive here, going to keep the ball on the ground and having big success with it. So don't look for anything in the air here. I believe 6-yard line.
I believe they've thrown one pass tonight, Fort Frye.
Yeah, I believe.
Second down for Cadets. Ball spotted at the 5-yard line.
Second down and 4. Barton, the snap. Oh, big hit. Aaron Cease with a tremendous hit. Reeder at the ball carrier. Loss of 5, 6.
Cease really needed a big play there, and fantastic play. Able to set his blocker, stick his shoulder in there for a big 5-yard loss.
Hopefully that's just the momentum we need here. 13 seconds. Time for one more play. Barton of a snap. And again in the backfield. Seifert, number 70. What can you say? That's the end of the first quarter, Andy, with the score of 7-0 in favor of the Noles, and we'll take a break, and we'll come right back with second quarter action. A good football team works together, helping each other to do their best.
A good insurance company works together too, showing you the best coverage for you and your family.
A winning football team shares the glory. The running back needs those blockers to make that long run to the end zone.
A winning insurance agency represents several companies, so you have personally designed coverage to take you wherever you need to go.
The Monroe Central Seminoles have a winning tradition, and F.W. Shoemaker has a winning tradition of service, integrity, and customer satisfaction.
2 local traditions that keep on going. Promote your school organizational company with Bonnie's Embroidery. Bring in your own item or select from the catalog for a customized sweatshirt, hat, baby, or wedding gift. Varsity jackets are available in any color, plus lots of Monroe County tees, sweatshirts, and hats in stock at Bonnie's. Your business logo can also be precisely reproduced on any item. You'll be pleased with the selection and the price at Bonnie's, so call for an appointment today at 472-5841. Support your favorite athlete with a custom shirt from Bonnie's Embroidery.
Adams on the attempt a field goal for the Cadets.
Okay, Andy, we're back for the second quarter starting here, and it looks like they're lined up. They're going to go for a field goal here. 4th and 9, ball down. I'll be right through.
Field goal is good.
Plenty of leg on that field goal, Dale. 25 yards out.
7, the Frye Cadets.
Guess I never really thought about them going for a field goal because our kicking game's really not too effective as far as field goals, but excellent kick there by the cadet.
That was an excellent job, and
Big number 66, Patrick Adams, big 240-pounder, definitely put his leg into it.
So what looked like it was going to turn into something bad. We gave up some points, but at least we didn't give up the big points. 7-2, and kind of dodged one there, I think.
Patrick Adams to kick for the...
So I guess if you think about this, down there close twice and only come out of it with 3 points, like you said, Dale, we still can consider ourselves in pretty good shape. Let's start things off by a good kickoff return here. Give ourselves some good field position. Adams again will tee it up for the Cadets. Nice high kick by Adams, fielded by number 24, Chris Yoho. Excellent return. Back up to the 46 of the Cadets.
That was a tremendous job. Chris Yoho. The kick being a little bit short. Yoho got it, and nice job. So we're going to start this in great field position.
I guess I gave him a little bit more credit, and we'll start to 49. But anytime you take the kickoff in the air and start out full speed, you've got to like that aggressiveness upfield. Too many times guy run up there kind of tippy-toed and then get hit, but Yoho able to run up through the hole full speed.
Wilson off to the left. He's picked up a couple.
For the Cadets. Pick up a 2 on the play. 2nd down, 8 from the Cadet 47-yard line.
Great cuddle. Joris under center. Ishii far left. Slot. Toss. Quick toss. Wilson. He's got some room and more room. Lots of room.
Dale.
Christopher Wilson, but we have a flag. Yeah, we got dirty laundry back here and a discussion. A clip. What a beautiful play called back.
That was a quick toss right. Shaw were able to get out and make that block to spring Wilson. And I scanned the field because we've been noted over the years for bringing back touchdowns on close, and I didn't see anything. And I don't think the home crowd did either, but obviously the man in stripes did see something.
Yeah,
So it must have been downfield because we are starting back near our line of scrimmage. For that is a spot foul. So with a little momentum there, Coach got double twins right and left, and look for maybe something up the middle here.
Joyce under through. Chris Yoho about the 40-yard line. Throw a little short. So now we're coming up with 3rd and 9. What looked like a big series has kind of turned cold on us. The twins both sides again, so let's see what we come up with this time. In the backfield, Gabe Gordon.
There he is.
Oh! Kenny Robinson.
Kenny juggled that ball there from up here. I wasn't sure if he come down with it or not, but wide open. The cadet defender gave him way too much room. And I really don't know why. He had time to catch it, juggle it, try to catch it again before he even got hit, and then he fell down near the first down.
So we're going to have another measurement here as it's close enough, they say, to possibly. First down. Couldn't see the ball, but we saw the reaction.
This may be a good time to come back to that play earlier. Quick toss right. We came back from the penalty there. Was able to get the first down and got Ishii wide right here. Full house backfield. Wilson.
Christopher Wilson just not being denied.
That's their belly 6 again, Dale. The same play we scored on early, and you fake Gabe up the middle, and Wilson to the 6 hole, and Ishii downfield with an excellent block, and Wilson towards the end of that play put his head into, I believe, 21 Meek's chest, and would not go out of bounds, and boy, you got to like that.
Oh, yeah, you got to love that play.
Cease in the backfield, along with Gordon.
We got a penalty.
Dead ball penalty offsides against the Seminoles.
Penalties again biting us.
Looked like one of the halfbacks moved there.
We'll try this over. Looks like the same formation, same play. Gabe Gordon.
Gabe Gordon, the ball carrier.
2 or 3.
Stop made by Patrick Adams. Pickup of about 4 on the play brings up 2nd down and goal.
Kenny Robinson and
Curtis Shreves, please report
Brown
to
coming back into the
by the swimming pool. Curtis
lineup.
Shreves.
For backfield again. 20, Brown. Touchdown, Brownie.
So we go left there, Dale, with the belly 7. Fake the 3 hole and go to 7, and that's the same play we scored on early, but just the other side with Eric Brown in. Good to see the senior get in the end zone. And we can definitely say that play is working tonight.
Joris got the shoe chain down now, and Ishii holding. Ishii picks up the loose ball, and he'll go into the end zone.
We see there what kind of speed Ishii's got there, Dale, as he just beat the man in the corner, really. Although he had to elude one man there, but strong enough to still get in the end zone. I didn't see, was it a bad snap?
I wasn't sure. I didn't know whether it was a bad snap or he just picked it up. Maybe it was a design play.
Right, sometimes on them extra point tries, the holder actually can call the play if he sees the defense lined up, shaded one way, and it's up to him whether he thinks he can get the two. And he saw something, unless he had trouble handling the snap and able to get in for the 2-point conversion.
Just from looking up here, I thought Ishii was going to be caught in the corner, but as you said, the speed took over, and he did a very nice job.
So the whole cadet team on the field out there, the big huddle, trying to rally the troops and tell them probably to keep their heads up. They've had success early on, and no reason for them to believe they can't keep going from their standpoint. So down 15-3 early with a lot of time left in the half. I'm sure their coach...
things turned around quickly on them. You know, it looked like they had things going, and it just kind of... It's a strange game. The ball bounces strangely sometimes.
It sure is. And sometimes when a 1-3 team gets down early, you know, maybe they're thinking same old thing again this week.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the coach trying to rally his kids not to get down early in this ball game. So a fortunate break for the Cadets. They did touch it up around the 25-yard line, but once the ball crosses in the end zone, it is a dead ball in high school. So good break for the Cadets.
They sure dodged a bullet there. So they're going to have 1st and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. They'll send the man wide to this side. Barton, the quarterback. Handoff straight up the middle.
I see Gabe Gordon out here wide, covering the wide left Fort Frye, and I bet he's itching to get some contact because when he's spread out like that, he really got to honor his man and not able to really get in there and hit somebody like I'm sure he really wants to.
Second down, 7. Another flag.
Defensively, you are allowed to move, but once you cross the neutral zone, they will call the play dead, and that's what happened there. Schauber jumped a little early, a little anxious. Hard count by the quarterback for Fort Frye, and free 5 yards for the Cadets.
Not much up the middle.
Not much there, Dale, and looked like the Fort Frye backfield was in slow motion that time for some reason. I don't know if they're down from the, well, they did get the first down.
Guess they just didn't need to go very far, so they weren't. They'll send a man wide to the right. Slot to this side, Barton under center. Misdirection, and he's got big trouble. 21.
Good job in there defensively. For a minute there, I thought the Black was going to actually take the handoff. That little inside handoff there has been effective at times, but we've made some adjustments, and big CBO there for the
Seifert, I believe, was the first one to make contact. Same play, basically the other side. A little better results. Wilson on the bottom of the pile. And Brown.
This brings up 3rd and long for the Cadets, and over the years, Fort Frye definitely does not like to put the ball in the air. And this is definitely a passing situation.
Number 15 coming to this side, so we'll see if Barton throws his second pass. Looks like he's coming back. I believe it's the option play. He's got lots of trouble.
Flag
Smith
back here from the back, Judge.
Brought down by T.J. Stevens and Chris Yoho. Pick up a 3 yards, but there is a flag on the play.
Clipping.
Preliminary call flipping against the Cadets.
They declined his penalty. It'll bring up a 4th and about 6 or 7. So look for the Seminoles decline his penalty and bring up a 4th down. And what should be a punt for the Fort Frye Cadets.
Flipping against the Cadets. The penalty is declined. Brings up 4th down and 5 from the Cadet 35-yard line.
So we'll send
Number 10, Matt Martin.
Brown and Ishii back, and should get this ball in pretty good field position.
Yeah, I'm looking for a big return right here, Dale. Been looking for one all year and predicting one right now.
Issue on the return for the Seminoles. Brought down by Brandon Croft.
Back to the 43-yard line, so not bad position, not exactly what you were wanting, but
44-yard line.
Well, over the years, we've seen so many walls set up from up here, and beautiful returns, and halfway through the season here, and waiting for these guys to break a big one. I guess, you know, when we're having the success we're having, we still want more.
yes, it's human nature. The shotgun looking to pass.
George's pass complete to number 11, Josh Ishii.
Josh Ishii here, but we have another penalty.
Pick up of 7 yards on the play, brings up 2nd and 3. There's a flag on the play.
They called a chop block in there, Dale, and I thought within the line of scrimmage there, within so many yards there, you could go to a man's knees if you didn't disengage. But what they're calling is, I guess, if you disengage from a pass rusher and then go to his knees, that's illegal. So that'll be a big penalty.
The ball back to the Seminole 24-yard line.
And it must have been a spot foul.
Makes a big difference here.
I look for maybe a draw screen here to try to pick up half of this early.
So we've got Wilson and Gabe Gordon. Pajoris looking to pass. Ishii wide open.
$75 yards. No flag. That's more than a screen or a draw. We've seen there as the ball was in the air that Ishii was able to separate from the defender, and we all knew from up here that he was going to outrace the defender to the end zone, and another big explosive play by the Seminole offense, and we see a couple of these every week, Dale, and
We just get used to them, don't we?
that's right.
So we'll try this again. Snap is good. Kick. Blocked there by number 46, but nonetheless, a tremendous play. Juris to Ishii. And we've still got lots of time here in this first half. We're at 6 minutes and 4 seconds left. 21 to 3.
That's program number 100. Program number 100.
So still tonight we're minus Adam Conrad, but Ishii able to separate, like I said again, and just fun to watch here this season, Dale.
Field number 76. Program number 76.
Well, I tell you what, Andy, I don't know what's wrong with us. We can't keep help. We got Andy. He went down to announce.
I'm Andy, Dale.
I'm sorry, you're Andy. We have Lance went down to announce. We have Jeff who goes on the radio. Now our camera lady sitting here. She says she's not feeling good.
Well, I hope Joe feels better. I really don't care about Lance.
I didn't figure you would. The aggravation he gives you, I don't blame you.
So let's give credit to our offensive line there before I forget. You got a man downfield that far, definitely have to have time to throw, and George stood in there with plenty of time, able to get a lot on that ball.
Wow.
Aaron Keith's come flying down the field. He's all looking for a big hit there, but just missed.
Ferguson given credit for the stop.
Well, Ryan Ferguson, good, tough, young ball player, 155-pound sophomore. Really exciting out here at the reserve game the other night. So if you get a chance, don't forget about the reserves. But I believe they probably will be away this week. But whenever we have a away game, usually reserves are at home. So if you get a chance, come out and check the reserves out on Monday night.
Barton will start 1st and 10, coming to this side, hitting the backfield. Wilson. Reeder picks up maybe one. Wilson did a great job knifing through there and getting to the ball carrier before he could get ahead of steam up.
Second down, 10.
I know there's a lot of time left, Dale, but Fort Frye, if they get down by too many points, their style of offense is not set up for any type of catch-up type football.
First pass, caught to the far side. And what were you saying?
I gotta laugh at myself, though.
They'll do it to you every time, won't they?
They sure will.
But I think you're exactly right. You know, I don't think they have a sustained passing game that they can depend on.
Right, that's a good word I was looking for, Dale. Sustained passing attacks. So I might borrow that throughout the night here.
Five minutes, 15 seconds as they break huddle. Wide out to this side. Gabe Gordon coverage. Barton under center. Handoff. Pretty good gain up the middle. Witten. We have Miller and Shoemaker along with others.
Good tough run there by Witten. A lot of bodies flying around there in the middle, and you know, there still is plenty of time. So Fort Frye not getting too anxious to get too much too fast. Looks like they're just content with 5-6 yards at a time here.
Witten again, he stops straight up. Nice job. Has to be Shoemaker, Schauber, Seifert.
Gordon in there.
Gordon.
We talked about Gordon wanting to get in there and hit somebody, and I believe he was the initial hit in there.
Gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd down and 3 from the Cadet 42-yard line.
Another big 3rd down here. Third down, long 3. Man in motion, coming to this way. Yeah. No gain, possibly a loss. Cease. Stevens.
TJ Stevens. I looked down the sidelines there, and I seen Coach Acosta giving one of the defensive ends heck about going too far upfield when they're trying to contain. And I seen that time that Cease was able to stand his ground, actually shove his man back in the ball carrier, and then TJ come from backside to make the play. So nice job in there by Cease as well as TJ Stevens.
Ishii again. Fort Frye coaches over here yelling for another penalty, but
yeah, he's right on top of that one, Dale. That looked like a good hit to me from up here. And Ishii had some room if he could have broke through that first line, but still, you know, talk about starting at the 37-yard line. We're in good shape, and a lot of time left here. With all of our timeouts, no, only one timeout left.
Ishii wide to this side. Slot this side. Joris looking, and he's got Ishii right here to the 49-yard line. And a flag.
Late flag in there, Dale.
Oh. Dead ball clipping. And a second unsportsmanlike.
I don't know where the clip was. Seemingly the play was over and a late flag come in. Sure like to see that tomorrow on Channel 6. See if we can pick something up. And then somebody from the Monroe Central huddle must have said something out of frustration, and they were flagged for that. So no excuse for the unsportsmanlike, but I'm not sure what they called there on the clip.
Wow.
Ball's called at the Seminole 19-yard line.
Ball's going to be back to the 19-yard line. You talk about a turnaround and a difference here.
Yeah, first down about 30. I say we send Ishii upfield there.
Seminole 19-yard line.
So we got Ishii and Brown split wide and wide end left.
Wilson. He'll pick up nice yardage, about 8 yards up the middle.
You will notice every time Wilson gets the ball and ends the run, usually somebody falling backwards, just like that time. Kept his feet moving. Hard to believe a player his size delivering all the blows he does and still stays healthy, but excellent hard running in there by Wilson.
Twins to both sides this time. Gabe Gordon in the backfield. We're looking to pass. Straight over, we got a man hits the knee at the 34, 5-yard, 6-yard line. Kenny Robinson, 159.
Nice ball out there by Joris on a rope. Robinson put his knee on the ground, and so he is down there. But we got 2/3 of it back. So that brings up 3rd and 10.
Ishii to this side, slot this side. Joris looking, underthrown. A lot of pressure inside.
Number 51, Brandon Crock,
11 Seminoles.
hit Joris just as he was getting ready to deliver the ball, and Joris not able to get anything on that ball. So nice play by the cadet defender. I'll bring in Gabe Gordon. So
1 minute and 28 seconds.
still wondering about that Cook call. Can't get that out of my mind.
Gabe Gordon may look for Fort Frye to come after it. If he gets it away, nice kick. Aaron Cease.
Nice job in there by Cease. Fun to watch on special teams. Again, flying downfield to make the play.
First down Cadets at their own 36-yard line.
Fort Frye will have first down here. The time waning in this first half. Schauber, a 55 on the stop, short gain.
Gain of a yard on the play brings up second down 9. Timeout Fort Frye.
Fort Frye taking a timeout. We're back with the last minute and 4 seconds, and Coach still kind of barking about some of the calls in this last.
He sure is entertaining to watch on the sidelines. Now that is part of the game, working the officials.
Passing again. Lots of room. Still on his feet. Cease will take him down at the 28-yard line.
Not sure who that was out there. It looked like he went for the interception, and once he committed himself, he didn't make the play.
Yeah, we were hurting.
Cease come all the way from his defensive end position after rushing the quarterback to go downfield, make that tackle. So can't say enough about the hustle here early in this half about Aaron Cease's hustle. So you can hear from up here, Dale, that even with a 21-3 lead, Coach still very intense.
Yes.
Program number 9.
Not at all, please.
Illuminator combo pack courtay of FW Shoemaker Insurance.
Just over 50 seconds remaining, and it has been an entertaining first half, 21-3. At halftime, we will crown a queen
Program number 19.
to match our king, who is Eric Brown.
Eric Brown, yeah.
Eric Brown.
So we'll get it
Well,
right
that's
this
neat.
time.
Eric was on the show last night, and now he's the king today. So
Yeah, I came to a bonfire last night, and they have the candidates draw cards, and then whoever draws the king card out of a deck of playing cards is the king, and just a matter of luck of the draw, and that's probably how it should be.
yeah, that's a neat way to do it.
And I'm sure the girls are same way. They'll probably draw some kind of a colored rose or something.
Yeah, I think they have a yellow rose or something that they do. Gonna have to hurry. We're running out of tape, Andy. I wouldn't have thought that, but I guess we talk too much.
I guess.
Shotgun, looking long, wide.
Nobody open downfield. Finally, the rush got to him, and Chris actually threw that ball out of bounds.
Complete. That brings up second down and 10. Ball at the 29-yard line of the Seminoles.
Play only took about 5 seconds, so that brings up second and 10 with plenty of time, really. And I've got to remember, Dale, you got a nice kicker out there with strong legs. So they get about 10 to 15 more yards. They set themselves up for a field goal attempt.
Pressure.
Pick it off.
Barton's pass intended for Josh Meek. Gabe Gordon defending for the Seminoles.
Okay. We're back now with 39 seconds.
3rd and 10 for the Cadets. Picked off by, looks like,
Pass is intercepted in the end zone by number 20, Eric Brown.
Eric Brown. So we couldn't tell at first there, but
there is a flag.
So hold everything here.
So Andy, after a penalty, 31.5 seconds, Fort Frye is back in business here.
And I'm sorry, Dale, to cut you off. And definitely in field goal range is what I was going to say.
Just inside the 15-yard line of the Seminoles.
1st and 10 now. They could have several plays here. They got a wide out to this side. Handoff up the middle.
With the ball carrier.
I hear Randy Crispin down in the crowd saying, throw a flag. I think we've seen enough of those already, Randy. So.
Cadets. And 2:14.
Well, this last 30 seconds seems like it's taking an eternity. 2nd down and 10. Fort Frye again. Have a wide out to this side. They'll blow this in play, and Barton under center. Intercepted in the end zone.
Barton's pass is intercepted by number 11, Josh Ishii, in the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
18 seconds.
Seminoles will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard
So Ishii all over the field again tonight. Excellent diving interception there, and I think Dale and I was right that really Fort Frye not set up to pass the ball effectively, as the quarterback just threw that ball really up for grabs.
So the last 2 passes I thought were pretty much just thrown up like a jump ball. Joris on the keeper.
Michael Joris, the ball carrier.
He picks up big yardage. He picks up 7 yards on the 1st down, bringing up
Down by Whitten and Adams.
2nd down,
That's
7.
the end of the first half.
And that will be the end of the first half. Monroe Central on top of this one is it hasn't been all pretty, but it's a 21-3 advantage for the Seminoles. We're going to take a break and come back with a presentation of the halftime, the homecoming. We'll choose ourselves a queen here. We'll be right back.
Woodsfield Marathon sells pure gasoline, diesel fuel, kerosene, and now you can get your hunting license there too. Of course, they're pure Seminole fans. Join these Woodsfield Marathon fans in their dining room for a fabulous lunch, supper, or snack. Try hot pizza, delicious Caesar sandwiches, salads, and more. Then top it all off with Kirk's homemade ice cream. The Hoffs invite you to follow the Seminoles throughout the football season and follow the Noles to the marathon because they know
Marathon has the best pizza and ice cream money can buy.
Growing to serve you and your family, Dr. Jeffrey Snyder has expanded his practice to include Dr. Jay Seidler and nurse practitioner Carol Bell Shoemaker. Jay, a 77 Woodsfield High School graduate, and Carol, class of 67, are both thrilled for the opportunity to come back home. Dr. Snyder's office is the only practice in Monroe County with Saturday hours till noon, plus extended hours till 6 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Appointments are encouraged, but walk-ins are welcome at Dr. Snyder's office.
Patrick and Alita Blackstone represents the junior class. Chrissy Shoemaker, daughter of Sam and Jill Shoemaker, is our sophomore student council representative. And Whitney Burkhart, daughter of Everett and Adrian Burkhart, is the student council representative Kayla Ward. Kayla is the daughter of Doug and Debbie Ward. Kayla participates in many clubs in Monroe Central, including Teen Institute, Spanish Club, Art Club, and Key Club. She played volleyball as a freshman and was also a freshman attendant. This year, she is the sophomore class president. Upon graduating, Kayla would like to go to college and major in the medical field. Kayla is being escorted by her father, Doug. Kayla Ward. This year's senior attendant is Allison Shoemaker. Allison is the daughter of Perry and Deb Shoemaker. Allison is junior class president and a member of the prom committee. She is an active member of the Art Club, Ski Club, Drama Club, Key Club, and Teen Institute. She is also a member of Business Professionals of America. She is currently a member of Central Lake Yearbook and webpage staff. She was a member of the volleyball and track team in her freshman and sophomore year. She has been at 4-H for 9 years and a counselor for the past 3 years. Her sophomore year, she was a student council member, was a 2000 sophomore homecoming attendant. Allison's future plans are to attend medical school, to be a physical therapist. Allison is escorted by her father, Perry. Allison Shoemaker. It's now time to introduce the 2001 Monroe Central Homecoming Queen candidates. Our first candidate is Erica Christie. Erica is the daughter of Greg and Carol Christie. Erica has participated in numerous clubs while attending Monroe Central. They include the Key Club, Drama Club, Spanish Club, Ski Club, and Art Club. She is a member of Teen Institute and of our National Honor Society. She has received academic achievement awards for computer literacy, took the biology achievement test. She has participated in 4 years of volleyball and is co-captain of this year's team. Erica has received many awards in volleyball, including District 12 Honorable Mention her sophomore and junior year, All BBC her sophomore and junior year. She is also a BBC Scholar Athlete. Erica has been in 4-H for 9 years and employed by Shadow Lake. This year, she is part of our webpage and yearbook staff. She served as freshman class president. This year, Erica is president of her senior class. Her future plans include attending the High University in Athens and major in early childhood education. Her fondest Monroe Central memory is being sent to the office with Jody and escorted by Mr. Bittinger, being a plumber, beating Shenandoah in the OVAC, and the last day of school with Girls Night Out. Erica is being escorted by her father, Greg. Erica Christie. Our second candidate is Samantha Doherty. Samantha is the daughter of Bob and Twyla Doherty. Samantha is a member of numerous clubs in Monroe Central, including the Art Club, Ski Club, Drama Club, Spanish Club, and Key Club. She is a member of Teen Institute, the yearbook and website staff. Samantha also has led volleyball for 4 years and track for 2 years. She is a BBC Scholar Athlete and last year received honorable mention of PAC in volleyball. Academically, Samantha has received many honors. She is a member of our National Honor Society, Kiwanis Scholar since her sophomore year, received many academic achievement awards in spring banquet, and has taken the high test of scholastic achievement. Samantha was Hugh O'Brien Leadership runner-up and Voice of the Democracy essay winner. She was sophomore attendant, has been in 4-H for 9 years, and does volunteer work at Marietta Memorial Hospital. Samantha has held the class office every year, vice president her freshman year, student councilor sophomore year, secretary her junior year, and is this year's student council president. Samantha plans to attend Ohio State University and then continue her education at Kettering Medical Arts, majoring in physician assistants. Her fondest memories of Monroe Central are beating Shenandoah in the OVAC playoff game, the time with Brownie and Shermisher's class, decorating for prom, and any time spent with friends. Samantha is being escorted by her father, Bob. Samantha Doherty. Our next candidate is Lindsay Gordon. Lindsay is the daughter of Paul and Cindy Gordon. Jody is the daughter of Mark Morrison and Janie Peralt. Jody participates in the ski club, art club, drama club, and the key club. She has been a member of Teen Institute for 4 years and on the phone committee last year. She has been class treasurer both her junior and senior year and has led her through cheerleading for 3 years. Jody would like to attend a high university and major in business and minor in design. Her fondest memories at Monroe Central are qualifying for the Citrus Bowl at UCA cheerleading camp and always finding something to do with the girls when there's nothing going on. Jody is escorted by her father, Mark. Jody Morrison. Our fifth candidate is Carly Nippert. Carly is the daughter of Doug Nippert, Gina Tiefentiller. Carly is a member of the ski club, Spanish club, art club, and FCS. She has been student council treasurer and led in cheerleading as a sophomore. Carly has participated in letter track for 4 years where she has received many honors, including first in LPAC's long jump, qualified for the state championship also. She won Lawrenceville relays 2 years, her junior year state in the long jump, sophomore year regionals, and holds the school record for high jump and high point of her team overall for 3 years. She also made All-A, Ohio Valley track team. Carly hopes to run track at the Division I college, major in broadcast journalism and minor in sign language translation. Her fondest memories of Monroe Central include East Side, Birdhouse, road trips, and any other times with me and Jesse. Carly is escorted by her father, Doug. Carly Nippert. Our final candidate is Stephanie Weekly. Stephanie is the daughter of Jerry and Mary Weekly. Stephanie participates in the art club and Spanish club. She has been on the honor roll throughout school. She was a member of the Foam and Foam Promise Committee. She is also a member of the Teen Institute and was selected for the Dream Team her junior and senior year. Stephanie was class secretary her sophomore year. After graduating, Stephanie plans to attend Ohio University Eastern, then transfer to Muskingum to pursue a degree in psychology or early childhood development. Her fondest memories would have to be prom 2001 at Marietta and Lafayette, going to Shenandoah for the all-nighter with the Dream Team. Stephanie is escorted by her father, Jerry. Stephanie Weekly. Our king candidates participating in our homecoming bonfire last night, where our 2001 king was elected. We would, however, like to reintroduce to you our 3 king candidates not participating in football. Chad Hiles, son of Craig Hiles and Janine Hiles, escorted by his mother, Janine. Darren Rader, son of Dawn and Angie Rader, escorted by his mother, Angie. Travis Schwalben, son of Chuck and Brenda Schwalben, escorted by his mother, Brenda. Our other 3 king candidates that are participating in football are number 20, Eric Brown, son of Larry Brown and Kathy Brown. Number 32, Aaron Cease, son of Stanley and Mary Jane Cease. Number 70, Randall Seifert, son of Roger and Joanne Seifert. Last night, the candidates drew for the King card, and Eric Brown was selected 2001 Homecoming King. Congratulations, Eric Brown. We'd now like to welcome back our 2000 Homecoming King and Queen, Danny Massey and Sheena Hill. Danny is the son of Randall and Linda Massey and is now attending OUE, majoring in business management. Sheena is the daughter of Lewis Hill and Tammy Gordon. Sheena attends OUE and is majoring in early childhood development. Red roses and 1 golden rose were wrapped and sealed at the floors before the game. lady that opens the gold rose will be our Monroe Central 2001 homecoming queen. Our student council representatives will now pass out the roses. Monroe Central homecoming queen is Stephanie Weekly. Congratulations to all members of the homecoming court. And to our new king and queen, Eric Brown and Stephanie Weekly. I'd like to say a special thanks to Doug Yoho at BMY Sports for donating the King's Trophy. Also a very special thank you to Brad Ritchie and the Marching Nolans for all their help and participation in tonight's ceremony. Thank you.
From a deck to a complete house, Woodsfield True Value has the lumber and building materials for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. Before you go out of town, bring your plans into Troy and Mike for a free estimate. We think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Delivery is available for your project materials too. From lumber and siding to shingles, windows, insulation, and cabinets, Woodsfield True Value is your source for building materials and building packages. So give Troy or Mike a call today at Woodsfield True Value. The Citizens National Bank of Woodsfield, home-owned and independently operated since 1933. Your community bank. Our officers, directors, and staff are dedicated to customer and community service. We reinvest your deposit dollars locally. So remember, banking with us is not only good for you, but it's good for your community. Citizens National Bank of Woodsfield. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Doctors Eva Giro and Bob Paulardelli are happy to be living and working in our community. Specializing in primary care as well as internal medicine, both doctors are accepting new patients. With a vision of serving in a small rural area, the doctors visit nursing homes and will refer you to the hospital of your choice.
Thank you for welcoming us into your community.
We look forward to meeting your medical needs.
If you need a doctor, call Marietta Healthcare Physicians at 472-0712.
With a score of 21-3, it's been quite a half of football here, and we're ready to start the second half. We've had just a little bit of everything. And Andy, interesting half. Give us the stats that you have written down.
Well, I have to go down to the second level and get them off Mr. Jeff Stevens. I'm sure he's got them.
Oh, I'm sure he's got them.
But I do know one thing. We had one 76-yard pass play just based on Issy's ability to break away and threw the ball out there, and really a pretty play.
Yeah, we had a couple of other pass plays that were just so close to being completed.
Right.
You know, Fort Frye doing a good job. We're just being thrown. Inches means so much, you know. And to you and I up here, you know, we can see it developing and it looks so nice. But yeah,
right. Talking to a few Fort Frye coaches there during halftime, and only down 21-3, and yeah, that is 18 points, but. Like they told me, they really have had success running the ball. You know, at times they're getting 5 or 6 yards a crack, and we've made some adjustments since the first quarter. But I look for the cadets to come out and just run the ball, use their game. And yeah, that's right, Dale. Oh, nice hit in there. Cease.
And Ishii.
And a late flag comes in.
What? Not sure what that is all about.
Personal foul
Against the cadets. We were talking, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, he's all caught up in the action with the...
But it was thrown clear back here, completely away from us, so it had to be something pretty belligerent, I would think.
Right, maybe some extracurricular activity after the whistle.
The man not have liked that hit.
You don't have to come like that. Ought to come down. I heard the coach say, "Come on, guys," and looked like about 4 black jerseys had a hand on him, and took the 5th one to bring him down. So, you know, need to get a little better tackling. I'll mention, not this game's over, but they will face a man named R.J. Zitzelberger next week. He'll be one of the best ball players in the Valley. So,
Up in Lindsley, yes.
We'll like to see some sure tackling tonight.
Straight up the middle.
Schauber in there. Dropped the man right at the line of scrimmage, maybe for a 1-yard loss.
It looked like they moved the sticks back. 3rd down and 8, yes. Barton looking to pass. And got the ball away. Intercepted. I think Barton should have just swallowed that one.
Yeah. We talked about him just throwing the ball up to avoid sack, and he threw one interception before the half. It really didn't cost him, but this one here cost him dearly, and an easy play for Wilson.
Yeah. Wilson wide open, the only man really close to it.
Number 11, Josh Ishii.
Yeah, Wilson ran a good pattern there, Dale.
27-3. Joris with Ishii holding. Oh. We kind of jinxed that when we spoke too soon about the great kicking, and now things have kind of gone south.
Yeah, we sure do. You know, yeah, we are up 27-3, but the little things still do bother us.
Well, we got the big games coming up, you know. I mean, we've been fortunate the first, 5 games now, but 4 games. This one's not over by any means. but we've been fortunate. You know, the competition has really not been what we've expected. And the next 3-4 weeks, I don't think we're going to have that luxury.
That's a good point. And, you know, with the 27-3 lead, it's a good time to work on some of these things.
And you can't have these penalties. You know, that's the one that really gets me. You know, I mean, you work hard, and then you just kick yourself in the butt, you know. And
right, and I'll tell you what, I mean, I can think back 15 years ago when I was in school, and I don't know what happened here in the last 5 years. I've seen more flags in the last 5 years, and I can't explain it, but it's not the coaching. I'm not sure what it is, but definitely we can't keep putting ourselves in a, you know, 1st and 25 or long situations with these really at times dumb penalties.
Stevens kick. This is a line drive. Going to bounce and into the end zone. So they're going to get this one 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Frye will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
I'll say right now, I don't like that rule there. So, you know, it's contact sport. It's a kickoff. I'd like to see them have to bring that ball back out of the end zone. But I guess there's times it works in your favor.
Yeah. So they'll have 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Barton's going to bring the crew up. Wide out to this side. Haven't been able to see a number all night, Andy, so I depend on you. Handoff goes to the back. First back through. Witten. Not much over there on the right side.
Schaber in on the tackle again.
Short one.
But I don't believe it was Schaber. Well, we'll give Sam Miller a little credit there.
Second down, 9.
Looks like 86.
86, Fleeman, yeah. Misdirection there. Ball handed off. It seemed like Reeder slipped. No gain, a loss of 1. In fact, they put the 3rd down and 10.
Cease there again. Definitely doing his job, cracking that in, not letting him out, and stuffing things up even though the ball carrier did slip.
Nine minutes, 20 seconds here in this quarter. The rain's held off. I shouldn't say that either, but it is a nice evening. Cool.
Sure is. My favorite time of year.
Meek off to the right side, not near the 1st down line, so we're going to have to kick this one away.
So after the interceptions on the last 2 possessions, the cadets choose to run the ball on 3rd and long. And we sat there in the half. We don't believe that they can sustain any kind of passing attack. And
passes don't seem crisp. You know, I mean, they don't seem to have. Barton. High kick. Ishii at the 48 drops the ball. And he drops back on it.
Josh Ishii on the recovery for the Seminoles.
So Ishii a little upset with himself, but was able to recover the ball. And we're going to start out in excellent field position.
Ball is spotted at the Seminole 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
Ishii wide out to this side. Full house backfield. Joris under center. Second man through. Not much there. Christopher Wilson.
The ball carrier.
Going to be marked short of the 50-yard line.
Hit hard in there by number 63, Adam Schwindemar.
Off for the cadets. Pickup of 2 on the play brings up 2nd down and 8.
Kenny Robinson checking in. of trips to this side. Robinson High. Gabe Gordon alone in the backfield. Dropping underneath at Ishii. 51 on a big hit. Brandon Kroc.
Brandon Kroc on the stop for the Cadets.
First down at the 40-yard line.
A pickup of 10 yards on the play. First down, Monroe Central.
Definitely George's favorite target tonight has been Ishii, as he picks up another first down.
Ishii was relatively wide open. You know, they flooded the zone there, 2 men in it, and Ishii just stepped back to the ball 10 yards. That's a nice little play.
Right, they had 3 men split out to the right here and confused the defense a little bit and left Ishii wide open.
Yarrow in the slot's going to move. He's in motion to the far side. Pitch. Wilson. Nice bruise. Breaking it back. 1 man to beat. He's going into the end zone. Oh, the flag. I swear.
What you got now?
Christopher Wilson into the end zone. There's a flag on the play.
Oh, my. Lots of laundry tonight. So another beautiful run by Christopher Wilson. Brought back. Seminoles again.
We just talked about this, Dale. Good teams don't do these kinds
You
of
can't do
things.
these things.
I did get the word for one of the guys up here. He did see the clip, so
I
we're not
thought I
going to
saw
complain.
one, but
I get caught up in the excitement sometimes, too, with the fans.
and see, probably not, where they threw the flag, probably an unnecessary clip. You're probably already in the, well,
Yeah.
all of them are, but you know,
Definitely.
especially that.
But let's start out and go back to the quick toss left by Wilson. A couple excellent blocks to get him started and then reversed his field. And super run.
Yes.
And like you said, the clip didn't split him from
Straight up the
score.
middle, Gordon.
Gabe Gordon about
Yeah, because basically he was in the end zone when the clip occurred.
How many touchdowns we get called back tonight? That second one?
That's the second one for Wilson.
pickup of 11
Third
yards
one.
on the play. First
Third
down,
one.
Monroe Central from the
My wife
10
says the third one, but
line.
she was out of commission for that.
That's too bad for Wilson because you take a play like that, definitely a highlight film type run, and then you can still put it on the highlight film.
That's right, I would, but I'm not the boss. Wilson down to the 5. They'll mark him short. They'll mark him about the 6-yard line. Another nice run.
Pick up a 5 on the play. Second down, 5 Seminoles.
Second down 5, 6 minutes, 55 seconds. Already up 27-3. We'll break huddle, and Joris will bring him to the line. Ishii to the right. First man through.
Aaron Cease, the ball carrier.
Big number 70, Ryan Bishman, 255 pound
Bishman on the stop for the Cadets.
nose guard, able to wrestle Cease down on the ground.
Pick up a 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 3.
3rd and goal. Rough 2 yards for Aaron Cease. Second man, Wilson. He's in.
Wilson, belly 6. We've called that play before tonight, Dale. Another score for Wilson on belly 6.
Christopher Wilson making it a 33-3 advantage. Noah's.
And still 5 minutes, 52 seconds to go in the third quarter, so
Michael George the one to attempt the point after.
looks like another short night for the varsity, and look for some reserves to get in here
reserves in
at
again, yeah.
the fourth quarter.
Ishii will hold. Joris need to get this one down, and we've got, now I believe we're in position. Snap's good. That's off.
Oh,
No, it is good. I would have swore it was off to this side.
wasn't pretty.
The Seminoles 34, the Cadets 3.
Well, we chose the hard way to get that score, but we did get it.
Sure did. Wilson must have ran about 70, 80 yards on that play, and didn't get credit for a score, but they did give the ball back to him close to the goal line. Coach working the referee still wondering. Sometimes, Dale, when you do get downfield, you can't go to a guy's knees. You gotta get engaged from the waist up, and sometimes you see a clip called, but actually it's not a clip. It's a block below the waist downfield.
We've got some kind of activity going on in the end zone. I'm not sure what that's all about.
Yeah, some of the
Seminole
end zone crowds working that one official there because I think he may have been the one that threw the flag.
Yeah.
And they're working him.
Rookery and Reader deep for the Cadets. Number 51, T.J. Stevens to kick for the Seminoles.
TJ has it teed up. We're going to kick this away and give the Cadets another opportunity here with 5:52 remaining, third quarter. Ouch. Better late than never. Oh! Yeah.
Number 15, John Mitchell, the return, stopped by number 32, Aaron Cease.
Aaron Cease. Aaron Cease on a tremendous hit. And really wobbly here as they're helping off field. Aaron, an exciting ball player, but
Yeah, when he first come in there and I seen the collision, the initial thought was excitement. Then I seen him laying there and I thought, as long as you keep your head up, I like to see that head kept up, and definitely a little woozy as we look down on him.
yeah, he's
We see Dr. Schneider and
also Dr.
Seidler, I
Seidler,
believe,
yeah.
along with Patrick Storer from Martin Rehab down on the sidelines.
Bryce Ullman, the ball carrier, brought down by Sam Miller.
I'm going to pick up a 4.
Pick up a 3 yards on the play, brings us
3, as Lance says. I'm sure there's some young Noles down here on the sideline anxious to get these next series underway, get their chance. Big hit. Seifert. Got another man down, Fort Frye cadet down. Number 21, Josh Meek, was the...
Seifert and Sam Miller on the stop.
So Fort Frye, early in the first half, we talked about Meek successfully running around right in, and down 34-3, they're still running the same play. So you got to wonder if they have any.
51, Brandon Crock there being helped off. There's a slight injury.
what's the word I'm looking for, Dale? If they have any type of
Depth or...
Well, I'm talking about any new plays in their offense.
They only came with 3 tonight. And the pass definitely ain't working. So they'll bring it to this side. Pick up a couple.
And we look down here at the sideline. CC is up drinking water on his end, so he's going to be all right.
Yeah,
kind of laughing about it now.
Yeah.
But,
Pick up a 2 on the play, brings up 4th down 4.
Everybody giving him a little bit of hassle there. They're going to have to give this up. Brand Barton back. He's going to have to call timeout. They only have 10 guys on the field.
Timeout for Frye.
Knowles to get this ball back 4 minutes and 18 seconds after the short time off. Time out. Matt Barton standing on the 15-yard line. Good pressure that time. Ball bounce. Brownie pick it up and he's smothered immediately.
Eric Brown on the return for the Seminoles.
So the Knowles are going to have the ball at the 42-yard line.
and it seems like just average field position for them tonight. Every time we get the ball, good field position to start with, and makes a short field, and then obviously it's one of the reasons we're up 34-3 at this point.
Coming to this side, Gabe Gordon, a lot of room. Now it's a foot race, 15. Yeah. Nice job. Beautiful job by Gabe Gordon.
Beautiful job.
He looked like a bullfighter, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Just go on by and I'll go into the end zone. Nice job, Gabe.
Fullback with that kind of speed. We thought he could probably beat the man to the end zone. He decided to stop and swat him away like a bullfighter, like you said, and able to
40-3. Michael tying his shoelaces, ready, issue for the hold. Snap. And it's through. Line drive kick. It doesn't clear the ball by much, but it goes in.
Yeah, I'd like to get a little height on them. They don't get blocked out line of scrimmage, but maybe just to play out of our 20 series, a 24 or 20 with fullback right up the middle going back to the touchdown scoring play. Nothing fancy. Straight on blocking. And unless I miss something, just man for man, big hole for Gordon, and fantastic job by Gordon.
Yeah, he did a great job. The thing I like about Gabe is, he's not afraid to hit. He hits hard in the line, but yet he's got good speed and then some really nice moves right down by the goal line, the 5-yard line, So, exciting sophomore.
Yeah,
only going to get bigger and better.
That's right. And I'm not sure how much he weighs now, but with that speed, he's going 185 pounds. Very bright future for Mr. Gordon.
6'1". Looking down through the roster, we've got a pretty nice group of sophomores coming up.
Yeah, and if, like I said earlier, excuse me, if you had a chance to come out here and watch some of the reserves on a regular team, a lot of these sophomores will be playing up. But we got so many good sophomores that some of them still have to play down at the JV level, or reserve level.
Yeah,
JV, right?
JV, yeah.
And they're definitely exciting on Monday night with a lot of speed, a lot of agility, a lot of power, and a lot of moves.
Another kick there out of bounds. I'm not too sure that was intentional, whether he just didn't get a clean kick on that or not, but this might be the second or third one tonight. Nonetheless, Fort Frye take over. It'll be at the 35-yard line. First down, as they have almost been minus yardage for tonight, I believe. They surely haven't put much together.
All except for that
first series, wasn't it?
First series
ended with a handoff straight up the middle. A big hit again.
Scott Witten, the ball carrier. Tyler Shoemaker and Christopher Wilson on the stop for the Seminoles. Pick up a 3 yards on the play, second down and 7.
I don't know who that was.
Don't look at those fireworks going on up there. Handoff again, straight up the middle, and not much there again.
With the ball carrier brought down by
Sam Miller and Seifert.
No gain on the play, brings up third down and 7 from the
third down, 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
I'll tell you what, Dale, I've met some of the Fort Frye cadets, and they're a very friendly bunch, but I'm sure it's hard to sit and watch their team down this many points and for them to continually just run the ball up the middle.
Yeah.
We're talking their first team offense still.
Josh Meek.
Brought down by Sam Miller, Randall Seifert.
And why not work on your passing game? Really, you're down 41-3.
What do you have? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you have to lose? If you don't work on it in a game situation, when do you work on it? And
this is not gaining much yardage.
Right.
They're going to kick this away. 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Brownie and Ishii back. Matt Barton will kick from his 28-yard line. High kick, Ishii picks it up and splits up through the middle to the 42. Gutsy.
Oh, I'd say I was looking for a wall there, Dale. Never get set up, but
I think when a ball comes that quick, it's so high, the defense has such a chance to get down. You know, you don't have much chance.
Yeah, good point.
2-yard line.
Have time for 2 or 3 plays here in this third quarter. 1:44 left in the quarter. And I would say the fourth quarter is going to be predominantly JV kids.
Double tight wing left, nothing fancy. But still, shut the yardage.
Christopher Wilson cuts back. Back to the middle of the field, still on his feet, still on his feet. Still on his feet. That may not be the longest, but that may be the best.
I'm sorry, Dale. I threw a few elbows there towards the end.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It was just like no one wanted to tackle him.
Yeah, outstanding effort by Wilson. Not much effort by the Fort Frye defense.
And the biggest thing in the whole night, there's no laundry on the field.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think we all stepped back and looked.
Yeah, that's the first thing I looked to see if there was any little flags. Michael. Oh, that was a nice looking kick. 128. 48-3. And I was saying, well, we got minute 40. You know, we just kind of run this out and get to the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
What an explosive.
Can't wait to watch that one again tomorrow on Channel 6. I've said that many times tonight, but that may be the best one yet. What are you looking at, shoulder pad?
Yeah. Some kind of revamping here. Miller.
Josh Brooker, Stephen Reeder deep for the Cadets. TJ Stevens.
Quick change artist. TJ.
So after week 1, Dale, we've been playing about 3/4 of football, and then
get it over quick.
Then letting the younger guys get in, and that's a good situation to be in, obviously.
And the young guys every week have done something spectacular. I mean, maybe last week maybe they didn't have a touchdown. Brownie normally has a big run.
But the point is that they've been up by so many points. If hang just outside a simple play up the middle, it looks like you're trying to run up the score. But
nice kick this time. Saved at the 15-yard line. Straight up the middle.
Stephen Reeder on the return for the Cadets.
TJ Stevens was one in on it. I don't know who else.
First one there for the Seminoles.
They're going to get the ball at the 35, where they've got it most of the evening, so that's about the same place whether you kick it out of bounds or not.
Yeah, right. So again, talking offense all night. Shut out 2 weeks in a row, and then only giving up 3 thus far tonight. Another outstanding job by the Seminole defense. And
nothing there, a loss.
Fort Frye still going to that simple 4 or 5 playbook they have, and definitely hard to watch. Unless our defense is just playing outstanding right now, but which they have been, but let's face it, nothing very imaginative coming out of the red pants on the other side of the ball.
You have a way with words. Yeah. We got a flag in the middle.
Reeder the ball carrier. Sam Miller and Tyler Shoemaker on the stop.
Holding this time against the Fort Frye Cadets.
Preliminary indication holding against the Cadets.
It declined.
Penalties refused. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
3rd down and 10. We're still at the 35-yard line. We're not going to get a playoff as they're going to finish this quarter with a 48-3 advantage. Knowles. We'll take a break here. We'll come back with the final 4th quarter in just a minute.
Every meal special with the fresh foods from Respects. We get it fresh. Ormet Credit Union is exploding with membership opportunities. Anyone living, working, or attending college in Belmont or Monroe counties can join Ormet Credit Union. You can celebrate our expansion whether you're college-bound, raising children, or nearing retirement. Just some of the financial services now available to you include mortgage, car, and home equity loans. Stop by our locations in Clarington, Hannibal, or St. Clairsville for your membership application. And celebrate your financial options at Ormet Credit Union, because our commitment is you.
We'll break huddle here, 4th quarter, starting with a 48 to 3 advantage. Warno's Fort Frye, 3rd and 10 from 35-yard line. Handoff goes to the far side. He'll break it back and going to get past the 40-yard line. Ball down. I believe they call it dead. Reeder, the ball carrier. But it's going to be 4th down. So Matt Barton's going to have to come in again and he breaks it at 50, 40, runs out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Another nice return, Josh Ishii. Very competitive team, so that's the middle. Cup Ferguson, number 25, the ball carrier.
Pick up of 2 yards on the play. 2nd down, 8.
Aaron Brown, number 30 in the backfield. Number 42 coming in will be Justin Copley. With his back to us here, number 81, David Spielman. On the far side, Kenny Robinson. In motion, Spielman. I'm sorry, Copley. Handoff up the middle. And
number 53, Jason Dick.
35-yard line.
Number 66, Travis Jones. And try to mention everybody.
77, I believe, Casey Ruckman. In motion, 33, Newhart. Toss back to Brown. Brown breaks it back. Does a nice job. He's in the open field. This is a foot race, and he's going to win this one. My, what an exciting little athlete.
Picked up a key block. Somebody pancaked somebody here. 53, Jason Dick, with an excellent pancake block to really open up the outside for Brownie. And Brownie, can't say enough about him. That's
another highlight for Brownie.
That's right. What I'm talking about on Monday nights. He gets her going on Monday nights, and pretty much here in the fourth quarter of a few games, we've seen Brownie and his ability.
Oh, that huddle?
Yeah, that's yeah. He gets to run the reserve squad. He gets to call the plays, and you can see the boys down there patting each other, high-fiving. You know, it's an exciting time for these guys, and we say this every week, but
yeah,
still it doesn't change.
Yeah, there's nothing like playing in front of a crowd, you know, and this is a big crowd for them. On a JV game, they don't get the crowds that, you know, they really deserve.
That's right.
Volleyball. The home match against Shenandoah and River. That's 5:45. You can get pre-sale tickets Monday at school. Adults $3, students $2.
Curtis Merrick, point after. And it's blocked.
Merrick's extra point attempt is blocked by Brady Waller.
I believe that's the second one we've had blocked tonight.
Yeah, I believe definitely something we can go away working on after tonight's game is our special teams plays, especially our extra points and our kickoffs need work, and I'm sure Coach Acosta will work on that come first thing Monday evening.
That's unbelievable. 54-3, 51-point advantage. I'll be anxious to look at all the stats. Penalties and
considering we got 2 or 3 touchdowns called back, still got 9 minutes to go in the ball game.
Number 76, Curtis Merrick, going to kick off for the Seminoles.
Curtis Merrick, number 76, 6 foot, 175 pound, and he's a freshman. He's going to kick this off. Coming down at the 30-yard line.
Nice hit by number 25, Ryan Ferguson.
And I believe, is that 86, Kenny Robinson?
Yeah, Kenny Robinson down there also.
Kenny Robinson and David
Ferguson, good special teams player. Let's try to line up some of the reserve defensive unit. As we look down from above here, it's number 74,
Ben Mott. 76 inside there will be Curtis Merrick. 77 on this side, Casey Ruckman. 74. I'm sorry, I already did that. 33 linebacker John Newhart. Brownie on this side. 42 Copley. Straight up the middle.
John Hart, the ball carrier, brought down by Sean George.
In goes number 75, Trevor Hendershot, and number 79, Chad Burkhart.
Pickup of 8 yards from the play brings up second down 2. Ball's at the cadet 39-yard line. Bryce Allman, the ball carrier. Travis Williams, John Newhart on the stop.
Williams and Newhart on the stop this side. First down.
Cadets.
Ball placed on the 41-yard line. Seven minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the game. 54-3. Handoff to first man through. Big yardage. 8 yards, the 48-yard line.
Brought down by number 66, Travis Jones, from his linebacker position.
John Hart's a junior, 5'8", 175-pound fullback. Couple nice runs.
Brings up second down and 3 from the cadet 48-yard line.
7-yard pickup, putting it on the 48-yard line, so 2nd and 7. Josh Brooker, number 15, their quarterback, also a junior, 5'11", 165. 25, the ball carrier.
Ball carrier slipped down, but Eric Brown able to step up and finish him off.
Aaron Brown on the stop for the Seminoles. Loss of a yard on the play brings up third down and 4.
Don't know who 25 the ball carrier is because we don't have a 25. Not in a white and red jersey anyway. First man through. Hart again. He's got lots of room this time. Be caught from behind by Kenny Robinson at the 28-yard line.
Brought down by Kenny Robinson.
Nice hard run by the young cadet there. Able to break a number of tackles before Kenny Robinson
Gain of 25 yards from the
actually climbed on his back and drug him down there
28-yard
after a big gain.
Brooker under center, and he'll take this snap at just at 5 minutes. Going to bring it to this side. Number 30, the ball carrier, and no room. Loss, big loss. Bryce Ullman.
brought down by
Aaron
Aaron Brown.
Brown shit the blocker, shot the legs like a good wrestler, and able to bring him down.
And a flag. This will go against Fort Frye. Initially, I believe they called a clip.
He'll decline that, and no, they won't. I'm sorry, Dale.
Against the cadets.
Gonna bring
Second down.
bringing the ball clear back to the 45-yard line here. At the snap, we're going to be under 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this contest. It's been quite an evening. Beautiful weather, nice turnout, and good result. Straight up the middle again, Hart, and he's again got lots of room. Running over people.
I'd say might have looked at him towards running the ball a little bit in the varsity game the way he's been running.
He's just overpowering people right now. I believe, overmatched here a little bit.
Ryan Ferguson on the tackle.
Ferguson, they give credit on the
He brings up
tackle.
third 12 from the 30-yard line.
3rd and 12. I wonder who'll get this handoff. Still going to bring up 4th down.
Brought down by Curtis Merrick.
He picks up 4, maybe 5 yards, straight up the middle again.
Pick up a 4 on the play. Brings up 4th down and 8.
4th down and long, 3 minutes and 20 seconds, clock rolling. This time they're bringing it to outside. Pretty good yardage here.
Number 30, Bryce Allman, the ball carrier.
Looks like he'll be short of the first down.
Bryce Ullman, they call.
Sean Jorson, Trevor Henderson on the stop for the cadets.
Good eyes over there.
I've lost it, Dale. Let me blame it on something. Let me think of something I can blame that on.
Lance, I think Lance.
Yeah, that's Lance's fault.
First down and 10, 2:35. Up the middle again.
John Hart, the ball carrier.
John Hart. Lance doesn't need a spotter when he's trying to figure out who's doing this, does he?
On the stop for the Seminoles.
Yeah.
Pick up a 3 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7 from the Seminole 14-yard line.
Good to see Aaron Ceasup walking around. In fact, he was back in 2 or 3 plays after the
Right.
hit.
He was also on that last kickoff, headed for the same direction at full speed.
Somebody tripped him and said, "Don't do that." Straight up the, outside this time.
Yeah, a little
Ullman.
misdirection there on the
Carrier.
That
end around.
Ferguson on the stop for the Noles.
Oh, nice.
Gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5. Ball is at the Seminole 13.
There you go.
So 3rd and 5 for the young cadets. Hoping for a late score here.
John Hart, the ball carrier.
John Hart down inside the 10.
Jason Dick and Travis Jones on the stop for the Seminoles.
Number 62, Gerald B. out into the game.
Up a 4 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down and 1. Ball spotted at
We're
the
under
Seminole
50
9-yard
seconds here in this contest, and Indy, it's been quite an evening. Next week we go to Lindsley. I think we can safely start talking about Lindsley.
Yeah.
And they do have quite a running back at Lindsley. Straight up the middle, Hart. He's going to be pulled down.
Ball carrier stopped by Travis Jones.
We will have the first down, Dale. I'm sure of this one.
Also on the stop.
Yeah.
First down, cadets.
32 seconds.
Yeah, getting back to Lindsley, I believe they're 4-0. They play Hudson
Ball spotted
high school up around Youngstown tomorrow, and I know my two brothers are going up there above Youngstown to scout them tomorrow. And then we're going to play a tough team on a kind of a odd time for our boys at least.
Yeah, Saturday game time. Yeah,
Saturday afternoon, and
yeah, it's kind of unusual. You know, you're not used to playing that afternoon time, so that will be our first Saturday game. As we have finished this one up 54-3, but it's pretty much academic. But it is kind of an unusual thing to go up there. You know, I guess I've never been to their facilities, but I've heard it's a pretty nice place to play.
Yeah,
you the weather anyway.
You'll have to bring a lawn chair. There's not much seating there. I don't know what kind of setup we'll have for Channel 6, but definitely a very competitive squad, hard-hitting, physical team. They're not one-dimensional, even though, you know, we talked about their Zitzelberger, their main back, but they can do things other than, you know, run him right, run him left. So we will have an extra day to prepare if you want to look at it like that going on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of an unusual thing. So next week on Saturday, you won't have a game on Saturday morning. We'll have to run that on Sunday. So we'll get all those logistics out. But Andy, you've done a great job again. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was supposed to have to announce too, you know, that tomorrow night, tonight, Saturday. Tonight at 7:30, you guys need to listen or watch Channel 7 WTRF. You know, Joe has a show on called Come On Home to Monroe County, and we got, we think, some exciting things. The Perry Museum's on there, you know, Stevens Gutter, Monroe County Care Center, and lots of other stuff. So 7:30 tonight, Channel 7. Give us a watch, and tell your friends. Oh, Andy, you've done a great job. I appreciate it. I always like you up here. I can't depend on those other guys, you know.
Well, thanks, Dale. Let me say you did a great job, you and Joe. It's easy for me. I talk when I want to. The play-by-play guy has to keep it going. So.
Yeah, well, we didn't talk much, so that's. We're going to take it out of here. It's been a great evening for the Knowles. 54-3 is the final here. We'll see you next week, Saturday afternoon at Lindsley. Have a good week.